Hi, guys. Welcome. I'm Jen Burson. I'm the founder of Generation PR, the award-winning PR agency located here in Los Angeles, and our clients are in the beauty and cosmetics, baby and kids spaces. And I am the creator of Generation Academy and Profitable PR Pros Community. Today's topic is going to be about media contacts lists. Okay. We're going to talk about the ins and outs of media list building, basic stuff like what is a media contacts list and which contacts, what types of contacts you should include in yours. We're going to talk about 3 powerful strategies for effectively using your media contact list to land features and how to build a list that's totally, completely customized to your needs, your niche, your audience, your clients, all of that. So, every successful PR pro knows that pitching is all about reaching the right people, the right editor, the gatekeepers at the right time with the right story. And to make sure that you reach out to that right editor every single time, you need to have a thorough media contact list, an up-to-date list at your disposal, at your fingertips. And your media contacts list, either called a lister or a database, will include all of the media players in your niche that would be interested in your clients. That's what you're trying to do, is curate a list that is targeted for the kinds of stories you're going to be pitching because of your niche and your client's audience and the connection there. And these contacts are the key to landing your client high impact features in the top tier outlets in your niche's audience. So the outlets that your client's target audience are going to be reading, that are the premium top tier outlets, this is who you want on your list. And these are the contacts that are going to help move the needle, that are responsive and want to hear from you and really want support with sourcing stories that are interesting, relevant, thorough, creative, for their audience. And so having a targeted list is going to help you know that everybody you're sending the story to is a high likelihood that they would or should have interest in what you're sending their way. And we know it takes a lot of time and effort, but I do believe that there is a lot of upfront effort and then sort of like maintenance as you go along. So let's talk about what goes into it, how to build a list that will set you up for success, and how to use yours strategically to score big placements for your clients. Because again, it is all about delivering results. That's what keeps clients in the door. That is the key to consistent, predictable, recurring retainer revenue. Having a key edited, curated list is going to really help you serve your clients well, cut right to the chase, and then keep them in the door and keep them really happy. So what is a media contacts list? This is going to be your go-to resource when you're pitching your clients to the media, and it will list out all of your media contacts who would or should be interested in stories about one or more of your clients. So it basically looks like a digital address book that's fully customized to your niche and your agency's needs. And that's the key to niching down, is that if you build a really solid list in your niche, that should be able to serve more than one client, because you're not having to reinvent the wheel and create new media relationships for every type of client that you're working with. There should be significant overlap. That's how you niche down, how you make relationships, get results quicker, charge more, niching down. And this is one of the benefits, is having a really tight list that you can form deeper connections with. And it should include the key players in your niche across all types of platforms and publications. So journalists, freelancers, maybe in-house reporters or freelance reporters, but and editors, of course. But it should also include TV producers, on-air experts that maybe are not affiliated with a TV network per se, or maybe they do have a regular segment at a TV show, but they're kind of on-air experts and they pitch themselves kind of all over the place. Those are great resources to have on there. Could be bloggers, podcasters for sure, and you can also include celebrities and influencers. It might include their teams, so like their publicists or their managers, but those are where you're going to be able to connect with some of those content creators and influencers, or those kind of visible celebrities that would really help your clients if their products are aligned with that particular person. It just really has an impact when a celebrity is organically just using your client's products, and you get it in their hand, and the next thing you know, they're using it. It should be sort of well-rounded also, so that you're not limiting yourself to just major publications or TV shows either. It should include a range of national, regional, local TV, anything that will get them visibility wherever their audience is, of all sizes. Because if it is relevant to your clients, it should be on your list. So a lot of times we know that we pitch sort of local in order to work our way up to national. And it's also maybe quicker and easier to get those features. So you want quick wins. You want them to be on TV in their hometown. Local TV for sure should be on your list. So what is included? You want to make sure you have a list of names and emails. That is technically a media contact list, but you can and probably should have far more information than that to be effective. So we want to have as much information to ensure that we're pitching the right contact at that publication. So you want to have their name, what is their role or their title at the publication, obviously the email, that's probably the best way to get in touch with them, a mailing address if you plan to send a physical mailer. If they're interested and you pitch it and they request it, then you can send a sample to them. But you probably want their phone number, if anything, to include when you ship the package. But maybe at one point you want to call and follow up. We do all our follow up over email, but it's still good to have the number and their social media pages. And then you want to also include a link to their publication, the type of media that they typically publish. Is it a blog? Is it a digital version of a print magazine? What is their beat or their niche? And some of their relevant pieces, so that you have it all in one place. You can look and see what they've been up to. What have they been writing about? What are they currently interested in covering? What types of articles are they including now? Is this person only writing listicle content? Are they only covering products that are on Amazon? Are they always having a share a sale link? You can look around and see how they're running their features and start to think about curating your pitch in a way that they will be most receptive to. And then you can include some additional notes on how they prefer to be contacted, any insights from your history with them. If I know that they've had a baby, I will kind of keep track of that and check in on their son or daughter. I'll keep track of the baby's name, their age, and then you can reference the trip they took because it's in your notes. It's just all right there. Dates of communication so that you know like what you pitched them and when, and any kind of follow-up information that they shared. You also want to keep your contact list up to date. So we know, especially right now, there's a lot of layoffs. A lot of people are leaving and going freelance. Contact information changes all the time. So it's important to be on top of changes in the industry that you're in. That's another reason why niching down is so important, because all of these media moves are easier to track. They switch beats, they switch outlets. Maybe they go on mat leave and they have an out of office, and you take the contact that they reference and refer you to, and you make a note there that you're pitching that contact instead. And maybe the mat leave will say when they come back. So keeping track of all that's really important. So you have your list. We love Google Sheets. so that the team can access it and you can access it anywhere you are. And how you organize your list is up to you. So if you have clients across multiple niches, organizing your list by beat or by that niche, that could work. You can do tabs. You can organize it by media type. You can organize it by alphabetically by publication. That's up to you. However your mind prefers to see that information. But we love Google. If you're creating your own list, that spreadsheet, because you can easily add columns of information you want to track. You can share it with your team. It's sort of like a living, breathing document. So it's a lot easier to ensure you're working off the most up-to-date information. So how do we use a media contact list? So first of all, we know that having this killer list that's really up-to-date, curated, vetted, it's really important in landing killer press for your clients, but it doesn't guarantee anything. So you need to use that list effectively and strategically to set yourself up for success. So the first thing I want you to keep in mind when you're pitching anybody, anywhere, with anything is that these are not just lines of data. These are human beings that you're contacting. They're real people. They want to be treated as such. It's not a name, I guess there's a name, but it's not a faceless receptacle for your pitch. It is a person. So they do not want your spray and pray lazy pitches. They will land you on your blocked list. We have had editors we know very well that have sent back scathing, do your research, do better, don't be lazy, know who you're pitching responses, which I would imagine really sting. That person is now on high alert that your pitches are off the mark and they're not going to waste their time reading them. So make sure it's targeted, make sure it's strategically positioned for that contact. Put in the effort to build relationships with the people on your list. You're engaging with them in social media and sharing their work and showing them that you're invested in a relationship beyond just having them do something for you, just having them feature your clients, and then you're moving on. You're reviewing their work. You're finding some kind of through line that you can reference. You're finding something personal on their social feed that you can connect with, like a trip they took or like a picture they shared or something that shows that you're a person trying to connect with another person. We know customization and targeted, tailored pitches move the needle. So, when you consult this list before you send out your pitches, don't just pick a random handful of contacts and press send. You want to do your research thoughtfully and choose the contacts who are most likely to be interested in the angle that you're pitching out, or interested in knowing about your clients and their products or services. So they're always moving between publications. Double check that they're where you think that they are before reaching out. You can do like a quick search of their LinkedIn. You can do a quick search of their social media, see if there's been any mention of a move in their their job or an announcement that they're now writing at a different publication. They've added to their list of publications that they're writing for. So just double check and make sure that you send out that pitch that's personalized and targeted and tailored to that person. And you may have this list and not every contact or every outlet on it would be interested in this specific idea that you have for the story angle. We're not just pitching like, okay, I have a product, like, here you go. Okay, so building your list. You kind of have two options for creating a media list. You can build it from scratch yourself or buy a pre-made list online. And they both have pros and cons. Building your own list takes a lot of time, but your list is going to be completely customized to your needs, fully up to date because you're building it in the present and getting the most recent information. And it'll be easy for your team to use because you'll have exactly the information that they need that you like to keep track of, and you'll have it online as a Google sheet, and everybody can be working off the most up-to-date. Pre-made lists are often expensive, they're often littered with errors, and they need some major editing right off the bat, but big time saver, right? It's a big head start. You know, you do have to go in and curate it still, but it's a good head start. So whatever you choose is up to you. Just be ready to put in the time and the effort in both scenarios so that you can be effective with that list. If you want, so we have a media contacts database in the Pitch Lab. We have people checking into our media list all the time. The beauty of our list is it's really cost effective, not a ton of bells and whistles, but it has up-to-date, PR-friendly media contact. They want to hear from us, contacts, because they are looking for sources, looking for ideas, and we include them in our list, and they're more likely to respond because our community has worked with them and they're responsive. That's our list. A more traditional done-for-you list that I recommend is Prowly. I'm an ambassador of Prowly. Super blown away by how great their platform is, and their database has tons of filters, advanced search features, and like I said, if you want to learn how to build a customized list that doesn't take forever, you can join our Pitch Lab, and we have really effective, easy how-tos that will just take you through every step of building your list, plus that peer curated media, we call it community curated media contacts database that's full of up-to-date info, and this also will include like PR Pro insights that will help you choose that right contact every single time. So that's what I have for you guys today. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you real soon. Ciao.